If a person tries to touch you, say no, no, no. Didn't know your mom was a ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another podcast. We are on episode 10 after 2 fucking years. I'm so sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of stuff going on. As you can see in the bottom right corner, there's a little preview. I'm gonna turn it off for now. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to talk about today. And just before we start anything, a quick little announcement for the people over on Spotify. If you're watching this on YouTube, you already know, obviously. But we have a brand new YouTube channel where the podcast will now, from this episode onwards, episode 10 onwards, will now be available not only on Spotify, but also on YouTube. This is just a format that I'm kind of testing out because next year we're going to have guests. Yes, it's not gonna be just me anymore. Sometimes just me, sometimes just me. It is DiviCast, by the way, that we're going to change the name to. But yeah, we're going to have guests, and I think it'll be very good in terms of like exposure, in terms of just being able to showcase my guests models, or like a face cam, or whether they're an idol streamer or VTuber, whatever. But yes, so I'm rambling, but we have a lot to unravel in the next hour. We have a lot to talk about in the next hour. We're going to talk about well, basically the year-end review, because this is a Christmas / end of the year special. I'm very, very excited for this. There's also, by the way, a special end of the year video coming up that I'm going to do. I haven't recorded it yet, but it's gonna be super, super fun. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the year of 2023, basically how we did, and we're going to talk about how we're going to move forward into the year 2024. Most importantly as well, we are also going to talk about New Year's resolution, because I have a few that I want to kind of list out. And hey, if you guys got any new resolution, leave it in the comments down below, and you can check back at the end of 2024 and tell me, hey, I'm sorry, Divi, I didn't manage to complete any of my New Year's resolution, and then I can fucking laugh in your face. Anyways, but yes, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, DiviCast episode 10, the Christmas and New End of the Year special. Okay, so to start the episode off, we are going to be looking at our Twitch recap for 2023 as a creator. For those of you listening on Spotify, you don't really have any visual aids, but that's okay. I'll narrate it for you because, Divi, nice guy. So to those of you on YouTube, right there, you can see it. So we're just going to run through basically what the fucking Twitch analytic is telling me. But yes, so this year in 2023, we had 15,000 hours watched for our stream, which is crazy because I stream like 3 hours at the most. 4 hours at the most, but on average like 3 hours, so that's crazy. 15k. We have 156 total streams. A lot of those I'm sure came from August onwards, because I think I took a little break, and I was a little on and off, inconsistent, at least for the start of the year, because we'll go into that later. We had 5 different categories that we've streamed the most, I'm guessing that's what it is, and 897 clips made. Are you guys fucking crazy? There are 897 clips of me this year. That's great. Well, now when somebody fucking shouts me out, there's 897 more moments where they'll see me embarrass myself on stream. So my top stream reached 264 viewers. Hopefully one day we can make that average views, not just top stream views. I'm sure this is from like a very big raid or something. But you know, that's the dream, to make it like a very huge viewership thing, you know, maybe where we hit partner, you know, and just, you know. There were 233,000 chat sent. That is insane. That is so crazy. Like, y'all talkative as shit. I mean, to be fair, like the one thing I feel like I'm extremely good at when it comes to stream is interacting with chat. I think that is my niche. Because I love talking to chat, and to everybody who comes in, you know, I just love to make them all feel welcome, you know, say hi, how's your day going, you know, this and that. Well, I also do a lot of just chatting streams, so it's probably why. But yeah, my top 5 categories here. We got just chatting. Obviously, you know, I do a lot of just chatting, mainly because, you know, when I'm playing horror games or any games in general, it's very difficult to me to interact and reply to every single chat, you know, that's happening, because, you know, I'm focused on the game. So at least once a week, I love to just do a just chatting stream, so that I could properly, you know, talk to everyone and interact with everybody, and, you know, make everybody feel welcomed and shit like that. We also got ASMR. This is because I had a little ASMR phase. And when I say ASMR, you know, when people say, "Oh, you did ASMR," they think like I did those like that shit, or the little trigger words like penis, you know. But that's not true. Really, when I did ASMR, I just went close to the mic and I did this. Hello, everybody. I'm Devi. Like I was just doing that. So it's just what it's really just one of those things. But yes, it was it was a phase. It was a phase. So the next thing, FNAF Security Breach, The Quarry, and Alien Isolation are the next 3. Now, I think this is just mainly because these games were so very long and it took me the longest to finish it. So that's like the most streamed hours, I guess. My top 3 tags: Devil, Comfy, and Chaotic. I mean, do I really need to say more? I feel like that's pretty much sums up the entirety of my streams. So, I mean, yes. Now, your emotes were a hit, they say. So out of these 5 emotes on the screen, only 4 of them were recent. One of them is, well, actually, that emote that's used the most number of times, is actually my very first emote from my Vroid model back in 2020. So it's crazy. But it was used. The top emote was used 5,989 times, which is, you know, the emote of my old Vroid bottle with a heart stuck on its horns. So it's crazy to think that emote was used so much. Probably because it's a follower emote as well. The rest are subscriber exclusive emotes. But yeah, we got the clown one 890 times, the pat 483 times. We got the heart that is 1,301 times. This is the new heart. And the peak emote, which is 645 times. Crazy. Y'all use my emotes more, motherfucker. Rookie numbers. Joking. Okay. So we have a top featured clip. Now, I'm not going to, you know, play it in the podcast, simply because it's on my TikTok. If you guys want to go watch it, it's about the Burgess. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna play it for you guys. You know, I'm gonna play it for you guys here, so you guys can listen to it on Spotify, and to those of you on YouTube, y'all can watch it along with me. So let's just quickly go ahead and do this. Watch now. Okay.
Maybe the bird jizzed on you.
That's not me talking. That past Divi talking.
What if the bird jizzed on you?
Right. It's the Burgess one.
What if?
Of course it is. Y'all
What if?
disgusting fucks.
What if 2 birds were up there having fun time, and then, cause they didn't want to be, they were still young birds, and they didn't want to be parents, so male bird decided to pull out, and then he kind of missed because they were in the air, right? And then you got hit with that. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. I've never.
Yes, so that is the most the clip that was I guess gained the most traction this year. Y'all be fucking wildin', dude. Y'all be fucking wildin'. But yes, it was it's on my TikTok as well. So go follow me on there. I post clips of stuff every now and then. Okay, so we got bonus achievements now. 2,781,188 channel points spent. That is an insane amount. I mean, y'all be redeeming hydrates, keeping me hydrated, keeping my throat moist. Y'all be redeeming pads and degrades, praises, you know, shit like that. But 2,781,000 is crazy. Y'all are fucking insane. It's insane. Right. You built community. Now, new followers. 3,386 this year. Now, here's the crazy thing. So, back in around June, July, I was stuck at 6,000 followers. Yes, I was stuck at 6,000 followers. I was struggling to grow. I had the little burnout, which again we'll talk about later. But then in August, I decided to really buckle down and just go for it and wing it. And that's when I got the 3,000 follower spike. So it's even more insane to, you know, when you realize that this 3,000 followers is in the course of 4 months. That's crazy, dude. Thank you guys. We had 330 new subscribers. 272 gifted subs. Shouts out to One Live, 1x Live on Twitch for gifting 200 subs at one time. And we had 12 hype trains. Crazy. Choo choo, motherfucker. We played all kinds of co-op. It's what they're saying. We had 144 raids, which is very weird considering I streamed 156 times. I usually stream I usually raid every time after stream. I'm guessing there was a period of time that I didn't. We received 265 raids to all the people who raid me. Hey, big shout out to y'all. Thank you so very much. Like, I really appreciate it. Even if it's just like 1 or 2 viewers, dude. Like, I've seen people complaining like, oh, like, I'm so sorry the raid is so small. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's a raid. A raid is a raid. I don't care how small or big it is. You entrusted your community. You chose to raid me. You could have raided anybody else. So it's such an honor. So thank you. We also received 233 shout outs. I'm guessing that's like on other people's stream. Here we go. This is your loudest fans in 2023. I guess, you know, this is I'm guessing this is like a mix of like most chatty, you know, does the most things on stream, watches the most on stream, stuff like that. So we have, this is not in order: Azim, Mass, X Velocity, Klee, Hodge Anime, Jade, Gladys, Artsy, One Live, and Jinstraw, which is very odd because I genuinely don't remember them, and I remember everybody, so I don't know what this category lays on. But yes, so the recap is this: like, it's been such a crazy year, it really has, and I can't thank you guys enough, really. Like, I can try, but I'll probably fail to thank you guys enough. It's insane to grow this much and get this much support. Which we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Right, so 2023. Let's kind of like let's move in time. Let's talk about how things were in 2023, and then we'll slowly transition to like what I want to do in 2024. So 2023 has been a very up and down year in terms of me doing content creation. It's also been a very up and down year in my life. I mean, it's not been too bad, but it was crazy. So early in 2023, I wanted to, like, I was kind of stuck. I was plateaued. I was not doing YouTube. I was not doing TikTok. I was super inconsistent, even more so than now, when it came to the podcast, and I wasn't growing, and like I was at a point where I was just completely filled with like negative emotions, and streaming started to feel like a chore. Like, not obviously now when I have to stream, I'm like, yes, I get to fucking stream, I get to play games, like I'm so excited. But this is earlier in the year, it was kind of like a fuck, gotta stream. So it was really bad, and it got to a point where I did consider quitting. So it was just such a bad, I guess, experience. It was not good. It was not good at all. But there was also this thing where I originally planned, and this is a little bit more personal for me, but I originally planned to join the police force, in where I live, and become a devil police officer. And I had my final medical checkup, and they told me that because of past mental health issues, my depressio espresso, and my social anxiety and my experiences, which I'm not going to go too deep into, but they told me basically straight up, hey, you're not allowed to have a job that involves firearms. So your dreams of basically you being a police officer, that ship is sailed. There's zero chance, and that's for your safety and for the safety of others, which I understand. But it was a very huge blow for me, because while I understand where they're coming from, it was something that I planned for months, and I had such a concrete plan. As to what I was gonna do when I went into the police force, and how to juggle streaming and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, like, this is it. This is going to be, a foundation to my, into the work life. So to get hit with you can't go at all, no chance, impossible, was very, very depressing for me. But yeah, so earlier in the year, I started getting very, very jealous of a lot of other content creators, other VTubers, and it's because I started seeing all these VTubers who started later than me, and whilst I was happy, like I obviously definitely was happy for him, I was also at the same time jealous, because I was wondering, like, hey, like, this person started later than me. How come I'm still stuck at this point, and they're already partnered and stuff like that? And I had a lot of self-doubt, stuff like wondering, like, hey, am I actually good enough? Is it because I'm not entertaining enough? Am I doing something wrong? And it again, it was just like all these thoughts that were constantly in my head, and it became very, very toxic, again, to the point where streaming just became like a chore to me, and I just didn't want to stream. So I remember taking a break, and then I got hit with that news sometime around, I think this was in July, where I got hit with the news where my me being a police officer, that dream is sailed. And I remember having such a weird revelation, because in August, like during the July to August, there was this 1 month span where I was in such like a bad headspace. Like I couldn't stream, I couldn't talk to people, like I was so mentally fucked up. But I had a revelation. There was a day where I kind of just sat down with myself, alone in the dark, and I started to think about everything that has happened, and how I felt about everything, and I realized that the reason why I wasn't growing is because I didn't care enough. I just spent all my time bitching and whining about like I'm not growing. Oh, this person, he or she, they're fucking partner now, and they started like a few months ago, and I've been doing this for almost 3 years, and I'm not getting anywhere. And it was just so much self-pity that I had, and obviously that's not gonna get you anywhere, because what I was doing up to the point in August where I decided to make a change was I was just constantly feeling like streaming, and that's it. Like, I just wanted to stream, and I was just hoping that, oh, I'm just gonna stream like 3-4 times a week, and I'm just gonna hope that I grow, because I'm streaming a lot now. So people find me, they like me, they stick around. So that was my mentality. And I know now that and this is, let this be like a little advice to all the smaller content creators who love streaming. If you genuinely want to grow, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, but if you genuinely want to grow, and grow at a much faster rate, and grow at a rate where you can, really see yourself pop off, you can't just rely on Twitch. You can't. Like, the era of getting popular solely from streaming is over. You have to brand yourself out. You have to you have to utilize other platforms to gain a much bigger reach on your audience. And I think that's so important. And I think that there are a lot of small content creators who don't have the time, unfortunately. And that's understandable. It's not your fault. If you're busy with work and you can't, you don't have the time to like edit videos and stuff like that, it's understandable. But the fact is, if you want to grow, you have to put in the time to kind of brand and branch yourself out to other platforms, so like Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. So I had that revelation, and I realized, all these people who I was jealous of, right? All these people who I was jealous of, they put in a lot more effort than I did. All these people were like so good at advertising themselves, not just on Twitter, but they were doing like YouTube shorts, they were doing TikTok videos, and that's how they grow. And yes, I will always say this. If you become to become successful in this line of industry, social media, content creation, there has to be a little bit of luck involved. And if you disagree with me, that's your opinion, but like, you're in denial, because there is luck involved. Like, you can study the social media algorithm as much as you want, but it doesn't guarantee that it'll work in your favor every time. You need a little bit of luck, and just obviously the quality of your content is also a huge factor. But luck in terms of the algorithm is involved, whether Twitch is recommending you, not just to people, but the right people. Twitch recommending you to people who enjoy your type of content. But yes, so all these people, I used to think, oh, they're just so fucking lucky. Like, why can't it happen to me? But I never saw that they're putting in so much effort. They're making so much YouTube videos. They're investing in so much art, merch, TikTok videos, all that stuff. So it's just one of those revelations that I had, and I thought to myself, like, okay, so I have two options here. I can either just sit in front of my computer, stream every night, and just hope something happens, or I can make it an effort. I can put in the effort to go the extra mile, because I am unemployed. I am unemployed, and I could just take it the extra mile, go the extra effort, start editing videos for YouTube, TikTok, branch out my brand as Divinity, and see where that goes. At least I try, not just feel sorry for myself all the time. And so I did, I started to record my gameplays on stream, edit it, post it on YouTube, and then I decided to do TikToks. I take funny moments or random moments or random stuff that I do and I post it on TikTok. And you know what? That gave me 3,000 followers in the course of 4 months. So it's I can't say that it'll be the same for everyone. I definitely think that there was a little bit of luck involved, but the main point is I made it an effort and I put in the grind and started to work harder, and I grew because of that. And I'm so grateful. I really am. And I realized the mistakes that I've made in the early half of the year. And I know now that to be a content creator, you can't just stream and then hope that things get better. So let that be a little bit of advice to everybody. But yeah, so I just want to thank you guys, man. I just want to thank you guys very, very much for this outrageously big amount of support that I've gotten this year. I'm so grateful, man. You guys are the reason that I keep doing this. You guys are the reason I'm talking right now on this podcast. And investing time and money into making the quality of my content better, investing in like a table so that I can have a little bit more room to work, investing in covers, mixing for covers, stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys. Like, you guys are the main motivation, because for many months, and sometimes even now, like, I lose extrinsic motivation. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically motivation you get from external sources. So a lot of the things that I've done up till now has been just a very intrinsic motivation thing, where I had to dig deep and just have a strong mentality to keep pushing and to keep going, and not let external factors affect me. Things like the numbers, the statistics, which is definitely something that I was obsessing with, in the first half of the year. But now really I'm having fun on stream. It's popping off. I'm working hard, and the dream is to hopefully be able to do this full time sometimes. All right, now I want to talk about basically my plans moving forward, at least when it comes to 2024. Now we're going to talk about the streaming side of stuff, and then we'll talk about the New Year's resolution side of stuff. Kind of, again, timeline. So I have so many things planned for 2024. Now I'm going to commit, at least for 2024, I'm going to commit to trying to become a full-time content creator. I always say that I don't do it for the money. I love to entertain people, and I'm not asking for money, but I do hope that in the future I can do this as a job, because I love to do this. I love to make people laugh. I love to entertain people, and if I'm able to do this as a full-time job, it'll just be like an absolute dream come true. So we're gonna go segment by segment. First, we're gonna talk about streaming. So I am going to try a 5-day a week streaming schedule, and I don't know how it's gonna go. I do want to try and have kind of like a set streaming schedule, because right now I base my schedule a lot on basically my IRL schedule, and I want to try to have like like a fixed streaming schedule. So for example, maybe Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, something along those lines. So 5 times a week, I also want to try that. I usually stream 4 times a week. I would love to try to stream 5 times. I don't know, because I don't want to get burnt out, right? I don't want to say like, hey, I'm gonna do this and that and this and that, and 2 weeks into doing all those, I get fucking burnt out, and then it won't matter at all. So I would like to pace myself. I think towards the end of January or February, I will do like a 2 to 3 week trial, maybe a 1 month trial on the 5-day-a-week schedule, because I do want to try and stream more, but at the same time, like, I can't say for sure if I'm going to be able to stick to that, because I also want to upload more YouTube and TikTok videos. I'm thinking a collective 5 a week, so minimum of 2 each, minimum of 4 a week, so 2 TikTok videos, 2 YouTube videos. So I want to try that, but obviously I do want to try and edit and upload more, especially on the YouTube front. So that is also a New Year's resolution. Another one is obviously the fucking podcast, because like, it's like, I started this podcast like a year and a half ago, and we're on episode 10. Like, it's horrendous, it's pathetic, I'm so sorry, but I do want to be more consistent with the podcast. It's just, the reason why up to now is because it's so time consuming. Like, you guys think it's like, oh, it's just 1 hour of talking, but I have to research on stuff that's going on, and planning to have guests on is not going to be easy as well. But I do want to try and be more consistent. I really want to do the bi-weekly thing, so 2 times a month, once every 2 weeks, the podcast. I was originally thinking of once a week, but I feel like eventually you kind of run out of things to talk about, and to have to plan a guest like 4 times a month, I feel is with everything that is also going on, because I don't have an editor, right? I don't have an editor. All of the videos you see of me online, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, unless it's fan made, a lot of it is edited by yours truly. So I don't know if I'll have the time, because I do have certain other IRL commitments, like going to the gym, which is still like the biggest priority for me. But I will try to be more consistent. I want to try to push out more content, even more so than I do now. I really want to commit to this VTubing thing, and again, hopefully be able to make it a job. So yeah, those are basically my New Year's resolutions. I think if you want to talk about a general New Year's resolution when it comes to doing content creation, it's probably just I want to be able to really pop off, to really make something happen for myself, because I've spent the past 3 years, really struggling and trying to find my footing, and feeling like I don't have a place in society or something like that. And I really do want to change that. I really want to make shit happen for myself. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. I'm done, just being consumed and wallowing in self-pity. Like, I'm fucking done with that. I'm going to start making shit happen, because you'll never be successful in anything that you do unless you make things happen for yourself. You put in the hard work, you put in the effort, every opportunity that comes your way, you take it, whether it's the best option, the worst option, just take the opportunity, and that's what I plan to do. I really want to prove not only to myself, but also to a lot of the people who doubted me over the past, that it is possible to be able to get what you want. If you want it bad enough, you work hard enough. So that is one of like my major New Year resolution. Basically, like a summary of everything that I said, with the podcast and the YouTube and everything. But yes, I really do want to start making shit happen. I really do want to start be really dedicating and trying my hand at content creation. And if in a few years things don't work out, then at least I say I can try it, instead of not doing anything and just hoping that, oh, please let me grow, oh Twitch gods. So yeah, that is New Year's resolution. I also want to do more collabs, actually. So if you guys don't know, I haven't done a collab on my stream for probably a year now, like for an entire year. I don't recall. I might have, like, once or twice, but I don't really recall doing a collab on my stream for the past year, and there's a reason for that. So a while ago, I was in a kind of like a collab with a pretty big streamer, and things, like, I'm not gonna go into details, but things went very badly, and I decided, like, I'm never gonna collab with them again. But one of the main reasons, honestly, is because, like, I just don't want to repeat of what happened with that big streamer. But another main reason is also because, like, I feel guilty. I feel like it's very weird. Like, I feel very guilty because when I'm collabing with another fellow streamer slash VTuber, like, I feel guilty because my attention will be solely focused on them, because it's like, hey, it's like you're playing with another friend, an acquaintance, whatever you want to call it. But like, you fucking invite them, or they invite you, you accept, and then, like, you're just spending your entire time talking to chat and, like, barely talking to them. Like, it's the most fucked up shit ever. Like, it's the most fucked up shit ever. It's just basic streamer courtesy. It really is. And it's such a shame that so many people don't actually realize that. It's a very huge shame that so many people don't see that, and they're just, like, constantly muting and talking to chat, and the other collab partners just there, like, like, so it's just very, very weird. And the reason why I feel guilty about that is because I love to talk to chat. Like even when I'm playing in a game, like, I try my best. I always reading chat when I'm playing a game, but I can't multitask. So when I'm in a collab, it's very difficult for me to both read chat and like talk to my collab partner. And I don't want either to feel left out. So for the entire of this year, I've done a few collabs. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done a few collabs. I've just never streamed them, and I've always felt so bad about that. Because I was always afraid that people will think that, oh, Divi's always agreeing to collabs, but he doesn't stream it. Like, I'm afraid that people think that I'm doing it just so I can be on their stream, so I can gain, like, more exposure, more clout, which is not the case at all. I was in such a weird, and I still am in such a weird limbo headspace when it comes to collabs on my stream. But I do want to try and open up more when it comes to collabs, and play with more people and make more friends. I haven't had the social energy to make any new friends like this year. I've made like 1 or 2 new friends, and that's it. But it's been very, very, like, conflicting for me. But the New Year resolution, 2024, more collabs, more people, more new people. I think it'll be really, really fun. I think another one of my New Year's resolution is honestly to be a little more awake. I mean, I've been so tired. Like, there's been so many streams where I have like there's so many streams where I've just been so tired and out of it. And I guess my New Year's resolution is to, be a little more awake during stream so I can have a little more energy to play games for you guys. And guess what? That is now available because of this product, ladies and gentlemen. GLYTCH introducing to you this amazing, unbelievable company. If you want to wonder, Divi, what the fuck, GLYTCH? What the fuck is that? Well, let me tell you, GLYTCH is an amazing company that specializes especially in gaming energy drinks. Get Gatorade, what? Prime. I'm sorry, KSI. Prime. Monster Energy. Nah, you want to be on your top performance. You want to play FPS. You want to destroy all those 16-year-olds who are Radiant and fucking Valorant and Predators and in Apex. Well, how the hell are you going to do that if you're not awake and alert when you're playing competitively? And maybe you're a streamer, maybe you're a content creator and you're feeling a little tired. You had a long day. GLYTCH has a variety of energy powders that you can make it basically an energy drink. It's so good. They have so many amazing flavors. I've tried this. It's one of my favorite energy drinks of all time. I also use it as a pre-workout for my gym sessions. It keeps me going throughout the day. It keeps me going throughout my streams. It's absolutely amazing. They also sell stuff like supplements to help boost your reaction time, your alertness. They also sell a lot of merch, especially now with their Glitchmas merch. They got tank tops, shaker bottles, coasters, Christmas stockings. It's such an amazing product brand. They have so many varieties of so many things, and the most important, it is so affordable. Me, considering that I'm unemployed right now, I'm a little bit on the money, but I mean, it's so affordable that I could just, buy 2, 3 and last me so long as well. It's not like one of those, oh, I buy this shit, scoop, boom, done, finished, gone. It's very, very, very reliable, Devil approved, and it is extremely good. I highly suggest it if you use code DIVI, DIVI, if you can see it on the screen right there. You'll be able to get 10% off your order. 10% off your order, ladies and gentlemen. GLYTCH, GLYTCH, not GLITCH. You type that shit, you ain't gonna get nothing. GLYTCH. Make sure you get your products. Stay alert, stay hydrated, stay focused, and bring out the best gamer in yourself. I want to talk about one of my accomplishments, I guess, that I had this year. So in November of last year, 2022, I was severely overweight and I made a decision to better myself. So I've been going to the gym for like a year and a half now. I went to the gym a lot prior to COVID lockdown, and I was obsessed with it. But during the COVID lockdown, I tried the whole home workout thing, and eventually I just stopped having the motivation to do it. And that's where the depression happened, where I was just so into my head. I was in a very bad place, and I stopped going to the gym. I stopped exercising even after lockdown was over. And so I went back in August of last year, and I was severely overweight because the 2 years leading up to that, I had the most unhealthy habit. Like I was sleeping at 8 a.m. and, you know, waking up at 4 a.m. I was eating only dinner, and then I'd order like unhealthy food like McDonald's at 2 a.m. and I wasn't exercising. So I was gaining a lot of weight. I was 93 kilos. Let me just quickly check what is that in pounds for all you fucking Americans. So in pounds, it's 205 pounds. So I was 205 pounds. I was extremely overweight. I looked like shit. I felt like shit. And over the years, the one thing that I absolutely struggled with was diet. I just couldn't for the life of me, you know, stick to a diet. And, you know, I've been kind of overweight for the majority of my life. And in November, I made a decision to really just buckle down and, hey, it's time to wake up. You're getting really unhealthy. Let's try to stick to this diet. And you know what? We're more than a year in now. I started on the 22nd of November. We're more than a year in now, and I've lost 25 kilos. 25 kilos. If I'm not mistaken, that's like 53 pounds? 55 pounds. I lost 55 pounds in the course of the year. I feel great, you know, I'm lean, I got them muscles, and yeah, I guess a New Year's resolution for me for next year is to continue doing the diet thing and bringing out the best version of myself when it comes to physical appearance, because, you know, I don't think I've ever been as happy as I am now about how I look. And even now, honestly, like I sometimes I would wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, I think, oh, I'm getting fat again, or, you know, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm losing too much muscle, I'm so skinny now. Like the body dysmorphia is fucking crazy. But I really want to keep this motivated champion mindset, and not only for the gym but for stream as well in content creation. But I really do want to try and really start with the whole gym stuff and stick to it like I have been the past year, be a little more consistent. I mean, I've been consistent as hell, but, you know, there were times where I would go like 4 or 5 days without the gym, and I would like not to do that. So my schedule for the gym is I go to the gym 3 times a week. I do a pull push legs, and then I rest, and then it pull push legs rest. And I would love to in 2024 keep up with that. I would love to be able to be more consistent than I was this year, which is basically means that I can't, you know, I gotta go every single time I have to go. But yeah, I mean, I think I look decent now, you know. I can finally fit into jeans that I wasn't able to wear, you know, like last year, 2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, it's one of my greatest accomplishments, really, and I think it's so important. A lot of people neglect like how they feel, how they are IRL, because like not only do you have to take care of your mental health, but physical health is so important as well, and a lot of people neglect that. So here's your message to, you know, start going to the gym, start eating more, start eating less, you know. And you know, the one thing that I really hate is when people say like, oh, you don't have to change, like just love yourself, you know, just stay as you are. Like, to an extent, yes, I believe that everybody should love the way they are no matter what. However, I always believe that we can improve ourselves, whether it be at the gym, or maybe it's a physical thing, maybe it's a mental thing, but I always think there's no harm in trying to better yourself. And even if you love yourself already, there are 100% definitely things that you can change to make yourself love you even more. So that's one of my New Year's resolution. I think, and this one is gonna be a little bit deeper, but for 2024, I want to love myself more, which is ironic, because I'm telling people, oh, you gotta love yourself, this and that, and then I don't. I want to be a little less harsh on myself. I feel like this year I've given myself so many expectations, and like even those that take time to reach, I'm always pressuring myself and belittling myself, and thinking that I will never get those reach those expectations or those goals. In 2024, I want to take it easy on myself. I want to be a little kinder to myself, and I think most importantly, I want to love myself a little more. This is coming from experience, but if you are unable to love yourself to an extent, it is very, very difficult for other people to love you. It's just how it is. It's a very subconscious psychological thing. For me at least, when I was in the bad state that I realized that a lot of the time subconsciously I was pushing people away because I didn't want people to help me, when I was going through stuff, and I distanced myself from people because a part of me didn't want anybody to help me because I didn't love myself. And I think on a very, very subconscious level, I felt like I deserved it to be in that bad state. So 2024, I really do want to be a little kinder on myself. I want to be a little nicer on myself, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. I mean, bettering my mental health has always been a New Year's resolution. It's always been in my mind like a goal, and I would really, really hope, and I'm gonna try my absolute best to make it happen, that my mental health gets even better in 2024. Because honestly, like this year, I would say in terms of my mental health, it's the best it has ever been in 7 years since my depression first started. And I think a lot of that has to do with me going to the gym and losing the weight and just feeling more confident and healthy overall, and eating all these healthy foods, and like having like unhealthy food maybe once a week, one meal a week actually. And I think that's why I think it's very important. I feel like physical health and mental health are both intertwined. If you neglect one, then the other one will get severely affected, and like, for example, maybe you are neglecting exercise, you're eating too much food, you're or eating too little food, and you're not going out, being active, being healthy, and the lethargicness that builds up, all the unhealthy food that goes into your body, like and maybe you look in the mirror and you feel like, look at me, I'm so fucked up, and you start hating yourself, and that's where the mental side of things gets affected, and vice versa as well. If you're lacking on your mental health, if your mental health is neglected, and you're in over your head, it's really, really bad, your physical health will be affected as well, because maybe you start binge eating, maybe you'll start eating too little, maybe you'll stop drinking water, stuff like that, you'll sleep less. So it's all intertwined, and I really do hope that in 2024, if you're listening to this, I really do hope that one of your New Year's resolution is to take care of yourself, both mentally and physically, a little bit better. Because trust me, like, having been through just the most heinous 7 years of my life, and getting to this point where I can say, you know what, I'm alright, I'm alright. uh it is such a good feeling, and it's so accomplishing and fulfilling, like to be in this mental state where I don't feel sad every night. I'm not crying myself to sleep every night. I mean, obviously, occasionally, every now and then, every so often, I still get little bouts of depression and stuff like that. I'm not saying that I'm cured, but compared to how it was last year, it's so much better. And yeah, I mean, it's different for everyone. For me, my catalyst was really the gym, and gaining all this muscle and losing all the fat, and wearing a shirt and looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, hey, what's good looking. you but yeah, so I do hope that you all are a little kinder to yourselves. I think it's very, very, very important. uh let this be a sign for you guys to have that as your New Year's resolutions. But alright, I think that pretty much sums up this special Christmas episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Merry Christmas again, everybody. I think this will be released on Christmas. It'll be released GMT plus 8. I'm saying maybe around 10, maybe 9. It'll be released Christmas morning for those of you on the west side of the world, America, Europe, all those stuff. But yes, Christmas special episode. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. But yes, so now you all know, the year is coming to an end. It has been an absolute pleasure to be able to entertain and to stream for you guys. All the bits y'all give me, all the subs y'all give me, subscribing to my YouTube, following me on TikTok. It has been, like, the support that I've gotten has been nothing short of amazing. And I will always say this, but a streamer, VTuber, content creator, they are nothing without their community. They're nothing without the people who watch them. They're nothing without the people who support them. Like, it doesn't matter if you don't have that. If you don't have a collective love support from your community, it's just not the same, So to everybody who has contributed to making my year of 2023 such an amazing one, I want to say thank you, genuinely. Thank you all so very, very much. I can't even begin to show you guys my appreciation. It's just been so crazy. 2023 has honestly felt like just a huge fucking fever dream. Like, it's been absolutely insane. And I want to thank you guys, truly. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing YouTube videos, TikTok videos, streaming, anything. So you know what? Here's a little message to everybody. Thank you all so much for making my 2023 so amazing. I hope, whether you were having a bad day, whether you just came in the stream randomly, to all the people who chatted, if you're a lurker, if you only watch my YouTube videos, if you found me through TikTok, whether you gifted subs, gifted bits, donated, whether you've watched but never said anything, as long as you've been a part of this journey, I want to thank you. I am nothing without all of you. Genuinely. I'm a potato. I'm a fucking potato without all of you. So thank you all so very much. And here's to an even better 2024. And I hope that I was also able, whether it was just for an hour, whether it was just for a moment, I hope I was able to make all of you guys' 2023 better as well. So here's to an amazing 2024. We're going to pop off. We're going to really grind content. 2024 will be the year of hell. Mark my words. and I'm gonna make it happen. So thank you all again so much for listening. Again, do keep in mind the special end of the year video that's coming out on YouTube. It should be coming out on the 30th. But yes, go check that out. Trust me, it's a very special one. It's gonna be a very, very funny one. And yeah, I will see you all on the second week of January, maybe for the new episode of the podcast. All my socials are in the link below. If you are listening to this on Spotify, you can check me out on my Twitch at twitch.tv/divinityvt. I stream every week, 11 p.m. GMT plus 8. If you want to find all of my other socials, it's all DivinityVT except Instagram, because apparently DivinityVT was taken, or I can't change it to that. I don't know why. But yes, all my socials are in the link in my Twitch about page and my Twitter bio. So go check that out. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Spend it with the people you love. Spend it with the people who mean the world to you. And I hope you have an amazing new year. Again, spend it with family, friends. Have a good time. If you're gonna party responsibly. Don't drink too much, you fucking idiot. But yes, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. And to a better, even more crazy, comfy, chaotic, hellish 2024. I love you guys. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.